Good morning. The first item of business is general questions. In order to get in as many members as possible, I would appreciate short and succinct questions and responses. And at question number 1, I call Jenny Minto.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. To ask the Scottish Government what it's doing to tackle population decline in the Argyll and Bute constituency and other rural areas.
Cabinet Secretary Angus Robertson.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. There's no quick fix for the challenges leading to depopulation, and we must work with regional, local and community partners to ensure that we collectively deliver a sustainable solution to the challenges facing our rural and island populations. Many of these challenges have been exacerbated by Brexit, the increased barriers to migration, which has helped to offset an ageing population and keep services running, will leave a particularly damaging gap in our rural communities, and the Scottish Government continues to call upon the UK Government to make vital reforms to the immigration system to meet Scotland's needs.
Jenny Minto.
I thank the Cabinet Secretary for that answer. Scotland's rural communities often face social and economic challenges for a range of different reasons. But one thing, as the Cabinet Secretary has highlighted, they all have in common is that they have all been impacted by an ideologically motivated Tory Brexit. There can be little doubt that many of these often fragile communities have had their populations impacted in some way by this act of social and economic vandalism. So can I ask the Cabinet Secretary what his latest assessment is of the impact which Brexit has had on the population of rural Scotland and how the Scottish Government is seeking to repair the damage this has caused?
Cabinet Secretary.
May I thank Jenny Minto for her question. The detrimental impact of Brexit on our rural and island communities is profound, where the reliance on tourism and accommodation and hospitality-related employment is acute. These jobs help sustain rural and island economies. However, we know that these sectors are particularly vulnerable to Brexit impacts, such as labour shortages, which 57% of island businesses reported difficulties with in 2021. The Scottish Government is clear that we need practical, deliverable, evidence-based migration solutions which meet Scotland's needs. One example of our work in this space is the development of a rural visa pilot proposal to submit to the UK.